Well, they were married and they settled down in a tiny whitewashed house in the middle of a handsome vineyard. So, after they are married, they settled down in a small whitewashed house which was located in the middle of a beautiful vineyard. Salvatore was now a man. He was grown up and now he was a great big husky fellow who was now tall and broad, but still with that ingenious smile and those trusting, kindly eyes that he had as a boy. But his simple smile and those trusting eyes which he had as a boy was still with him, in spite of the fact that he was now a grown up man. But his smile and his eyes had the same charm which he had when he was a small boy of 15 years. He had the most beautiful manners I have ever seen in my life. The narrator is telling us that he is seeing Salvatore since his childhood and he has never seen anyone with such beautiful manners. Asanta was a grim visaged female with decided features and she looked old for her years. Now, here Asanta is being described that she was a grim visaged female. Grim means serious looking serious expressions. She had a very serious type of face with decided features, with a set of features. She was not very pretty and she looked old for her years. That is, she was 24 or 25, but she looked more than 24 or 25. She looked quite older for her years. But she had a good heart and she was no fool. But in spite of not being so pretty, she was carrying a very nice heart and she was quite clever. I used to be amused by the little smile of devotion that she gave her husband when he was being very masculine and masterful. Sometimes, when Salvatore used to be very masculine and masterful, that is dominating, she used to give her a little smile of devotion. She was very devoted to her husband, and with this fact, the narrator was very amused when she used to give that smile of devotion when Salvatore used to be very dominating. She never ceased to be touched by his gentle sweetness, but she could not bear the girl who had thrown him over, and notwithstanding Salvatore's smiling expostulations, she had nothing but harsh words for her. She was very much devoted and loyal to her husband, but she was not able to understand why that girl ditched Salvatore, who was such a gem by heart, and that smile the Salvatore had. How could the girl rejected marrying such a nice person? She never had anything against anyone, but for whenever she thought about that girl, she only had hard words for her. Presently, children were born to them. So now, after getting married, they are happily settled in a small whitewashed house which was located in the middle of a beautiful vineyard, and now they are happily living their life and are blessed with two kids. It was a hard life all through the fishing season. Towards evening, he set out in his boat with one of his brothers for the fishing grounds. Now, after getting married, he is more responsible as he is now having two kids. So he is working even more harder, and all through the fishing season, towards the evening, he used to go out in his boat with one of his brothers for the fishing grounds so that he could catch the fish. So he used to spend his entire night there on the fishing grounds catching the profitable cuttlefish. Then there was the long row back again in order to sell the catch in time for it to go on the early boat to Naples. Then, after catching the profitable fish, he used to go back in the morning to the market which was located in the Naples so that he could sell all those fish and earn some money. At other times, he was working in his vineyard from dawn till the heat drove him to the rest, and then again when it was a trifle cooler till dusk. So, that was his routine during the fishing season, going in the evening in order to catch the fish and spending the entire night there, and then again moving to the market which was in Naples in order to sell the fish. This was his routine during the fishing season, and apart from that, rest of the season he worked very hard in his vineyard from morning till night till he was tired. And after he was tired, he used to rest, and after taking rest, he again started working. Often his rheumatism prevented him from doing anything at all, and then he would lie about the beach smoking cigarettes with a pleasant word for everyone, notwithstanding the pain that racked his limbs. So often at times his pain made him uncomfortable, and he took rest by lying on the beach and used to smoke cigarettes. But he was never rude to anyone, and whoever he meets on the beach and everyone, the passerbys and all, he was very kind to them. In spite of being so much in pain, he was never rude to anyone. In fact, he was always nice to everyone. The foreigners who came down to bathe and saw him there said that these Italian fishermen were lazy devils. So when the foreigners used to cross down the beach, and whenever they saw that Salvatore was lying on the beach, they used to comment that these Italian fishermen were lazy devils. Although we know the fact that Salvatore is not at all lazy, but when he gets pain, when his pain would recover, that is, he was suffering from rheumatism, so then at that moment he lied down on the beach smoking cigarettes so that he could recover from that pain. But appearance is more important. So here, when the foreigners saw him lying on the beach, they used to compare him with the lazy devils. Sometimes he used to bring his children down to give them a bath. So many a time Salvatore bring his children also with him in order to give them a bath. They were both boys, and at this time the elder was 3 and the younger less than 2. So both his kids were boys, and the elder one was 3 years old and the younger one was less than 2 years. They sprawled about at the water's edge naked, and Salvatore, standing on a rock, would dip them in the water. So after Salvatore used to bring them for getting them for brought them for having bath, he used to dip them on in the water by standing on a rock. The elder one bore it with stoicism, but the baby screamed lustily. The elder one enjoyed this activity of Salvatore's dipping them in the water, but the baby was scared of this activity and he used to scream loudly. Salvatore had enormous hands like legs of mutton, coarse and hard from constant toil, but when he bathed his children, holding them so tenderly, drying them with delicate care, upon my word, they were like flowers. So here the narrator is telling that Salvatore's hands were very hard and rough, as he used to work very hard with so much of hard work. His hands were very hard like legs of mutton, but when he used to hold his children, eh, the way he took care of his children, the way he handled them, it seems that children were like flowers for him. He used to take great care of his children. So here we get to know that apart from being a nice son, apart from being a nice husband, he is a nice father also. He would seat the naked baby on the palm of his hand and hold him up, laughing a little at his smallness, and his laugh was like the laughter of an angel. His eyes were then as candid as his child's. So he used to place the naked baby, that the younger one, on his hand and hold him up, and after holding him up he used to laugh by looking at the smallness of the younger one, and his smile was pure. His smile was like the smile of an angel. He used to enjoy a lot in his children's company and loved them with all his heart.